watching Thrifty Kaniffy. Hello everyone and welcome to Thrifty Kaniffy. I'll be taking a look at the Ryder Wasp series of knives today. Just one individual knife in this series, and there's a look at the box. We've got always high quality handmade pocket knives over here, cancer warning, made in China. Blank on that side, and you have your model number here, RR2262. Got a a magnetic closed box with the felt liner and the logo on the box on the interior. And there is your website. Now, here's the knife we're looking at. This is the Rough Rider Sowbelly. This is the standard size Sowbelly in a 3 3/4 inch length. Website says it's 3 7/8. That's incorrect. Website also says that this is a trapper, and that is incorrect. Now, they do make a Sowbelly trapper in this series, but this is not it. This is a Sowbelly Stockman. So if you're looking for the Stockman, make sure that you are looking at model number RR2262. Just a heads up on that, because the marketing material is incorrect on the websites, and that is actually perpetuated onto other websites where this knife is sold. So important to know what the model number is so that you're making sure to buy the correct thing, because it's calling it a Sowbelly trapper, and it is absolutely not the Sowbelly trapper. That is a different knife. But we have in the Wasp series the G10 micarta handles with a yellow and black alternating pattern to make it look like a wasp or yellow jacket. And it's got the brass liners, stainless springs. Got just a minor bit of gapping here on the bottom left. Neat little addition on this one is the black underliner that you see here. It goes the length of the handle, and it's on both sides. So that's something a little different. You also get VG10 blade steel on this series of knives. So that's a little different, because normally you get 440A stainless. But what we have that's very similar to many of the other knives is nickel silver pins with nickel silver bolsters, and you get that wonderful RT stamp on the right side bolster with the pinch, and the single stripe on this side again with the pinch, and your Sans RT on the back side. But you again get very good smooth transitions. The proud pins are non-existent, and the transitions to the bolsters are very, very smooth and well done. There's no stepping along the spring or along the top edge here as you run your finger across. Everything seems to be very well constructed. There's a look at your blade spacing. Of course, the 3 blades on the Stockman, and they did a pretty decent job of preventing any kind of blade rub on the closes. But you still do need to be concerned about the push rubbing when you don't have the center blade pulled out. So we're going to take a look at those blades first on the back side. Here on the middle position, you've got the sheepsfoot, and the sheepsfoot has the RR tank stamp back to back with the block script below it. And the sheepsfoot has a half stop and a pull of about 6. You have a swedge design on this blade along with the match strike pull. There's a look at your edge there, and on the opposite side there's the edge on that side. Good looking sheepsfoot blade with that nice swedging there along the tip of the blade. Does not interfere with the nail neck, so they did a good job of that. And then this sheepsfoot blade measures 2 inches with a cutting edge of about 1 3/4. Again, you have the half stop on this blade, and the drop on that is a little weak on the close, but the open's pretty snappy. I haven't oiled or tried to clean this knife, so that could be a result of just some grittiness in there, but it does appear to be just a little bit weak on the close on that blade. Okay, and then on the other side, again, we're going to pull that middle blade first so we're not rubbing, is the sheep's foot, or excuse me, the spey blade. And that one has a little more snap to it on the open and close. Get the RR tank stamp on this one as well with the match strike pulled swedge. Look at your blade there, blade edge. Of course, spade blade on this one. Pretty common styling on this one in terms of the shape. Not the long and gated type that you're going to get on a trapper, so I don't mind this spade blade as much. And again, it's got half stops. And kind of a lazy close on this one as well. But the length on this blade, we'll take a measure, is just about 2 1/8 total length, and then you have a 1 3/4 inch cutting edge. And of course, with the Sowbelly, that blade has sort of a downward angle, maybe about 15 degrees downward angle there. But again, this is a very comfortable style knife, one of the reasons why it's one of my favorites. I don't really get a hot spot with any of the blades in the way, even with that primary. And let's look at your main blade, which is a clip point blade. Get the match strike pull on it, and you can see where they've done the swedge, but they've made it where it doesn't interfere. So they've kind of figured that out, I believe, with these new series of knives. And the nail nick is below that swedge, so there's not any strange interference there while you're trying to open it. Again, with the RR tank stamps all the way around. Same design. Match strike pull again there. There's a better look at the swedge. You can see all the way around it. Mirror finish on these blades, so they're fingerprint magnets. But you get a nice clip point blade with a nice shape to that blade. I've always been a fan of that. It's a good snap on the half stop there into the close, and a good strong close on the walk and talk there. This blade measures right at 2 3/4 inches to the tang, and the cutting edge is just shy of 2.5 inches. So there you have it, the Stockman design, 3 blades. Now, what do I think of this knife? Well, I probably would not have bought anything in this series had I not had such an affection for the Sowbelly. First being that the color isn't exactly my first choice. And also you get this RT bolster, which I'm ready to kind of retire from. But this will probably be one of the final knives that I get with that on there, at least, like a new purchased knife, because they're going away from that. So certainly won't be too many more RT style bolsters than I'm buying, especially new. But the overall design is one that I enjoy. It's a very comfortable knife to use, and its utility I find to be one of the top style knives in terms of use. You just kind of have a blade for everything you need, and a small, perfect size carry, of that 3 3/4 inch, which I find to be pretty much ideal for the front pocket. Now I carry mine in the slip, but you could definitely don't need to. And the other maybe drawback on this knife, besides the bolster, is I find these handles to be very slippery. Now the more I've handled it and kind of gotten my oils on the handle, That's kind of, that may have actually, the oils on it may have actually helped correct the slipperiness of it, but when fresh out of the box it was really slippery. So I think the more you handle this, the more grip you might actually get when you get some oils put into the G10 here, and it starts to get a little more grippy. Because I think at the beginning of this review that was going to be one of my main complaints, but now as I'm feeling it, it feels a lot better already in just a few minutes that I've been handling it. So I think with a little bit of use and a little bit of carry, that'll be much less of an issue, which is a good thing. But right out of the box, you might find that to be pretty noticeable. But there you have it, guys. This is, again, another addition to the Sowbelly collection. I've just got a handful more to get, and I will have the complete line of Rough Rider Sowbellys. I can't believe that I'm getting as close as I have. It's been a long journey to try to get all of those guys, and I'm just getting ever so close. But the final few are going to be pretty tough to find. But this is a new knife. You can definitely get this on the Smoky Mountain Knife Works website, and also on the Chicago Knife Works website. What price is this? Let me take a quick look here. Yes, this knife is $16.99 on Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and just like maybe a dime cheaper on Chicago Knife Works. But it is readily available. I expect this will be available on Heine Haynes in the near future. As of the taping of this video, it was not yet available. And again, you don't want to be confused by the Sowbelly Trapper, which is a different knife. What you're looking for here, if this is the one you're interested in, is model number RR2262. Again, that mistake on the website material calling this a trapper is very confusing, because there is one in the series with the same name. So just to be sure you're getting the right thing, make sure you copy down that model number and are vigilant in looking for the proper number. But that's going to do it for this review, guys. I appreciate you watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be made aware of videos when they drop. You guys have a fantastic day, and please do take care.